What's good, YouTube land? The Word Collector here. Today we're taking a look at the War for Cybertron Siege Skytread. So, here's the box. Brand new box for a brand new line. Apparently there's something to do with like blacklight you can do to see images on the box. And like its unique serial code or whatever. I've only seen it. I've never tried it. Really nice picture here of Cybertron with Autobots and Decepticons, people fighting in Optimus Prime's face. And then you see Skytread here with a Battle Master. It depicts two of the Battle Masters right there. And it just shows his alt modes. Fire blast, tubes, weapons, loadout, blah 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 blah. Nothing on the side. Just a picture of his alt modes right there. Here are his instructions. It's instruction pamphlet. Micromasters, Battle Masters, blah 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 blah. And we have the figure himself right here, who is apparently the only other ever Duocon, along with his mate Battle Trap. I really need to do something about that light. And we'll deal with that in a bit. But yeah. Here are the only two Duocons ever made in Generation 1. And apparently they have the same... Come on, you. They have the same connection style. So you can do stuff like this. There you go. He's got on new pants. Move it down a bit. This guy can also have new pants, which is cool. I'm glad they have some kind of compatibility. I didn't even know that until I just looked it up. But that's not what we're here for. Yeah. Yep, basically the same thing. But this guy is actually an update of the old G1 Duocon. I think his name was Flywheels, but he's named Skytread for copyright reasons, I assume. He also was they also released a headmaster of him for Titan's Return. Why he got the single robot treatments as opposed to the dual robot treatment, I don't know, but it makes him substantially more solid. Let's take away his weapons. And you have a solid looking robot mode. He's got his jet canopy on his chest with the blue, the pretty much turquoise or turquoise jet canopy and his Decepticon badge. Very nice head sculpt. Love the red visor and the silver robotic face with the brown helmet. Although it kind of looks like he covered his head and shit, but the rest of his arms and legs are brown, so I don't know, really. I don't know about this outfit. Is he like wearing a maroon tank top and naked everywhere else? I have no idea. But he is the majority of him is brown. He does have some gold detailing though on his arms, on his feet, which do have his wheels on the back. he can slide, he can't really roll. And some more gold lining on his arms. Come around to the back. His tank tracks. The rest of his tank treads are right there, along with some heel spurs that grant much needed stability. And you can see just the back of a plane folded down for his spine, with the wings that can be positionable, and a port if you want to, say, store his gun back there and have it look kind of weird. Articulation-wise, is very nice on all the War for Cybertron toys so far. He's got a ball-jointed neck, good amount of range. It can go the full 360. It can go bobble, 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 and it's tight enough and it's smooth that it doesn't feel loose. Shoulders are on a dual system where they can go out all the way that far and rotate all the way around. You do have a mushroom peg bicep swivel. You have a beyond 90 degrees of elbow bend with a bit of a invisible disappearing elbow. And you do have a transformation joint which allows him to push, hinge his wrist inwards. It's not really useful. I don't think it's very useful even if you have a sword. Yeah, not really. You do have a waist swivel. It's below where it looks like it would be. It looks like it would be right there, but it's actually below. And until the legs get in the way of the jet canopy, you can get a full swivel, although it dislodges stuff. You do have a thigh swivel on a mushroom peg. Forward, so you can go all the way forward. You can knock his gun out of his peg and go all the way backwards. You have a 90-degree knee bend. You also have forward and backwards ankle tilt and side-to-side ankle tilt. So yeah, he actually has quite a decent range of posing. He has quite a few joints you can use, and he does have ports all over him for the weapons system, which I don't know we'll get to on him. I don't know if they're doing a Decepticon weaponizer, but we'll deal with it when we get to the Autobots. And another gimmick for War for Cybertron is battle scarring. So he has it mostly on the legs of like his tank mode. Excuse me. But he is a duocon, so we have to split him in half to form his two alt modes. So to do that, fold open these panels, fold down the feet, peg them together, and fold this. Now, there's one unfortunate thing with a lot of releases of this toy, is that these pegs, I believe it's these pegs, are too tall, so it pushes this up, and because these are supposed to tab in right in there, like hook tab into there, but they really can't. Like, they did it for a second when I first got him, but they can't because this just rests too high. Although apparently you can saw down the... I can't get both of them, but I have to, like, you literally have to push down the waist as far as it'll go just to try and get any tabbing in whatsoever. Even then it doesn't last for very long because it just pushes back up, which is really unfortunate that they didn't see that. But you can also put the gun in here and there's barely enough clearance for it to sit there loosely, and you can already see the stress marks I've put on that port trying to push down the gun. Or you can just, you know, have that happen. You can just put two barrels on the side. That's why they give you 3 pegs, because I guess they figured that they wouldn't fix it, so they just do something else. To transform the top into his jet, fold in the wrists, fold up the jet canopy, grab right here, and fold these panels all the way out. Fold that down, fold those in, rotate the arms so the wrists are facing upwards, and then you're going to peg them together. They peg together with these pegs, and they also cause me to drop it. But they also peg in to right there, which is the more secure connection. And then you fold down the wings, and the wings will actually tab in right in there. But there you have a tiny little jet mode sitting next to two other planes that are Constantine together into a sword. But I like the Duocon idea. I wish you could sort of have them interact with each other. Alt modes, like you could have them rest on there, like maybe tab in or something. But for now, we just kind of rests there. Is there anything else other than the treads that I think I need to mention? Not really. It's just, oh look, it's a robot's legs. It's very much in the style of Leader Overlord. Okay, oh well, he counts as a Duocon. But he wasn't 1984 or whatever. He was the Japanese T1. He didn't get shown in America, I think. But he was also a tank made out of legs and a jet. But I believe this guy was first. Don't hold me to that. I'm not 100% sure. But this guy is nice for like a basically deluxe class robot. It's cool that freaking Flywheels actually got a toy. It only took freaking them to go through robots A through Z before he actually got a toy. And hilariously, I think you can, yep, you can see out his plane if you wanted to. Now he's a drone. Oh no! Yeah, that's all on That's all on this guy. He's solid. I'll say that. He's a solid robot who can turn into two cool vehicles, but slightly marred due to QC issues. When his guns have some detailing. They're not just maroon, they have some gold detailing. They have names. I don't know which one is which. There's one is the HV Electron Breacher, and the other is the EM24IR laser launcher, which, as you saw, can combine into the LRRF suspension ray super launcher. So there's that. And just to show it off again, it's basically you just human centipede the guns together. And there's your super launcher, which you can also, I guess, if you want to have a weaponless turret, a weaponless tank, you can do that. Or you can plug one underneath. There's also a hole right there. You could plug one into each wing if you wanted, like that. Or you can plug them into each arm, although I don't see why you would do that. It makes it horribly off balance. My preferred way is I generally have one on the plane and one on the tank, just so each alt mode chunk can have a weapon. But that's one of my favorite things about War for Cybertron is everyone has so many ports. You can put anything everywhere and just, it's a war. Load them up with as much fucking weaponry as possible. And we'll see that in a little bit. But until then, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And keep it weird.